Assalamualaikum my dear students, how are you? I hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty. Welcome to NIABS Home School. I am Ashis Biswas, an assistant teacher of mathematics in National Ideal English Version School morning shift. Today I am going to take a math class for the student of class 5. Our today's topic is average, which is in chapter 8. And today we shall solve CBQ number 1. Okay. So my dear student, today is our lesson number 47 and there is a good news for you, there is no HW today. So let us start our class. Before starting to solve this math, at first we read the question. CBQ number 1, which is written on the board and it is taken from your suggestion of annual term. CBQ number 1, the average age of Shakib and Salman is 23 years. The average age of Salman and Munir is 21 years. The age of Munir is 20 years. So question number A, what is the age of Salman? Question number B, what is the age of Shakib? Question number C, what is the average age of Shakib and Munir? Question number D, what is the average age of Shakib, Salman and Munir? So my dear students, at first we make a plan how to solve this math. Here three information is given. Average age of Shakib and Salman is given, average age of Salman and Munir is given, and the age of Munir is also given. By using these three information, we shall solve question number A, B and C and D. So question number A, what is the age of Salman? Notice here the age of Salman and Munir is given and the age of Munir is 20 years. So from this average age of Salman and Munir, at first we find out the total age of Salman and Munir. After that, from the total age we subtract the age of Munir and we get the age of Salman. Okay. So question number B, what is the age of Shakib? How can we find out the answer? Notice the average age of Shakib and Salman is 23 years. That means average age of Shakib and Salman is given. Okay. From this information, at first we find out the total age of Shakib and Salman. But you notice from question number A, we have already find out the age of Salman. Okay. So we subtract this age of Salman from the total age of Shakib and Salman and we get the age of Shakib. Okay. So my dear student, question number C, what is the average age of Shakib and Munir? The age of Munir is given in the stem and question number B give you the information that the age of Shakib is something. Okay. So by these two information, at first we add the Shakib age and Munir age. After that we divide that total age by 2 and we get the average age of Shakib and Munir. Question number D, what is the average age of Shakib, Salman and Munir? Here three persons are given. So here and we have already find out the age of Shakib, Salman and Munir. So we add these three ages and divide the total ages by 3 and we get the average age of Shakib, Salman and Munir. Right? So let us start to solve our math. Question number A. My dear student, listen. When you can make a plan how to solve a math, then you can't forget it how to solve this. But if you memorize this, then some moments later you will be forgot how to solve this. So when you want to solve a math, at first you start to make a plan. After that you start to solve. Right? Okay. So question number A. What is the age of Salman? That means we need the information of average age of Salman and Munir and also the age of Munir. So first of all we write, given that the average age of Salman and Munir is 21 years. Okay, and The age of Monir is 20 years. Okay, so first of all, in order to find out the age of Salman, we find the total age of Salman and Monir. So the total age of Salman and Monir is 21 multiplied by 2. Why? Because there are two persons, Salman and Monir. So we multiply these averages by the number of data and we get the total number of data. That means total age of Salman and Monir. 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. That means 42 years. Now I subtract Monir's age from total age of Salman and Monir and we get the age of Salman. So the age of Salman is 42 minus 20 years, then 22 years, and finally answer 22 years. Okay, so question number A is done. I hope you have understood, and this information is need to solve question number B, C, B and D. So here we write Salman 22 years. Now I erase. Okay. Question number B is, what is the age of Shakib? That means the average age of Shakib and Salman is given, which is 23 years, and from A we get the age of Salman. So first of all we find out the total age of Shakib and Salman, then we subtract Salman age and we get the Shakib age. Okay, so write question number B. Given that the average age of Shakib and Salman is 23 years. Okay, so and we write from A we get the age of Salman is 22 years. Okay, now we find out the total age of Shakib and Salman. Okay, so the total age of Shakib and Salman is, notice here are two persons. For these reasons we multiply 23 by 2 and we get the total age of Shakib and Salman. That means 2 3s are 6 and 2 2s are 4, 46 years. Okay, so now 46 years, it is the total age of Shakib and Salman. Now we subtract Salman age from total age and we get the age of Shakib. Therefore the age of Shakib is 46 minus 22 years. Okay, then we get 4 2 24 years, and it is the answer. Okay, 24 years. Okay, we need the Shakib age also. So here I write Shakib 24 years. Okay, it's from question number B. Now I erase question number B and start to solve question number C. Question number C is so easy. Here, what is the average age of Shakib and Monir? So first of all we write given that Monir age is 20 years, the age of Monir is 20 years, and from B we get the age of Shakib is 24 years. Okay, now there are two persons, so the total age of Shakib and Monir is, we add 20 multiply, Shakib is 24 multiply 20 years, that means 44 years. Okay, now we find out the average age of Shakib and Monir. So right here, so the average age of Shakib and Monir is 44 divided by 2 years, and we get 22 years, and it is the answer, 22 years. Okay, I hope you have understood question number C. Now we shall solve question number D. What is the average age of Shakib, Salman and Monir? So question number D. Here this is also written, given that the age of Monir is 20 years. From B we get the age of Shakib is 24 years, and from A we get the age of Salman, right? From A we get age of Salman is 22 years. So here there are 3 persons. Now we find out the total age of Shakib, Salman and Monir is, we add 20 plus 24 plus 22 years. Okay, so 2 4 6 and 2 2 2 6 years. Okay, now the average age of Salman and Monir is 66 divided by 3 years, and we get 22 years, and it is the answer. Okay, so my dear students, I hope you have understood question number 1. Okay, and this is our today's lecture. I hope you have understood my today's lecture. Keep practicing at home, abide by your parents. See you soon. Till then, assalamu alaikum.